First things first, I'm going to pass the mic off to Al Vega.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm glad to be here. How about you? All right. So some updates. Oak Tree Loop, for the people that live in the Oak Tree apartments and people that gets affected by it, the work with the piping system is completed. They finished last week. They had some touch-ups, like some items that they found during the walkthrough, like, put a little more caulk in here, let's make this look better, let's put some stickers. That happened this week. The drywall, that was the next thing, is almost completed. I think that they finally closed the one that was out here. They still have to sand that one, and then there's some in the basement that still have to get covered up. The basement drywall was more complicated because that's a fireproof double hang drywall, so that takes a lot of more cutting and fitting, and so that's taking longer than the drywall guys expected. But that is almost completed. Now, the last time we were here, Coffee and Conversation, I think I mentioned something about the control system that has been ordered. I think it's already in the hands of the contractor. So within a week or so, they're planning on changing the control system for that. So the new improved piping and cooling tower communicates better with the old stuff that we still have in the building that doesn't need to get replaced, but because of new technology, usually don't want to work together with old technology. They have to fix all that. So, but that doesn't affect the heat in any way. It might affect it a little bit when they do the changeover because they have to probably shut some things down to, but that'll be briefly, and you probably won't even notice because the building holds up the heat pretty well. We do want to keep the space heaters if you still have one in your place, just in case. But as we move along in the month or so, hopefully we don't need those anymore. Might be individual units. So what happens is that the older units in the apartments, they might still have some debris from the old system, so they do get clogged up. We have to go flush them out. We have to might be some fixing to do, but that'd be individually to some apartment units. So there's a plan for that. We have people in standby to always help. But if you notice that your heat is cold in your apartment, don't wait too long. We have extra heaters. We have people to look at it. You don't have to suffer through some cold weather. Just because you don't want to bother anyone. We do have people here. We have people to help you. We want to make sure that you are as comfortable as possible. So always call and follow up. If you don't hear anything within like a day, don't make sure you follow up. You're not being annoying anyone. We do a lot of work. The guys get really busy sometimes, and they get distracted by other stuff, and they might forget about it. And so if you stay on top of us, we'll get there. With that said, we are working really hard the last 2 days to the rec room downstairs where they kept all the puzzles and the game room and stuff like that. That is getting cleaned up. I know that Tom Griffin has been working really hard for the last 2 days to take the trash out, put the ceiling tiles up. We want to get that room ready for you guys to be using, hopefully in a week or two. We're hoping to clean the carpets and resurface, reshine the shuffleboard floor there to make it nice. The train room is getting put back together, and I know that Danny's here. And he's looking for volunteers to help him put it back together. So if anybody's interested on calling him and setting that up, that'd be super, because I think that once that is set up, the place is going to look really nice. You'll be able to bring in family members and your grandkids to go look at the train. But they need help. It can be happening with 1 or 2 people. So if you know anyone that's interested on helping out, make sure you talk to someone about it. We want to make that place usable for everyone. So we are trying really hard to make that happen. The next thing I wanted to give an update was in the geothermal units that in the cottages. I know that in the past some people had issues. I've been working really close with our mechanical people, JK Mechanical, IT Landis, on trying to find if what is going on, why some people have issues, why other people don't have issues, and what's going on. Right at this moment, there's no large scale changes to the system. Nobody really has given me a straight up, oh, we're gonna change this and that will fix everyone's problems. So we're still working on that process, on what we can do to make the system work as some of you expect. But in the meantime, the maintenance team is prepared this year to answer any calls for heating as soon as possible. So again, if you live in a cottage, don't wait a few days before you say something. Even in the weekends, we have people in maintenance here that is able to at least bring you a space heater to help you bring the heating up until we have the technicians here to look at your system. So don't wait too long, because then it takes longer for this house to get warmed up. So the faster we fix it, the better it is. So we have an in-house tech, HVAC tech, that he works part-time 3 times a week. And that has been very helpful. And then we also have people in standby, like contractors, to come in and help out as soon as they can. And the last thing is that if there's issues, we are here to help you educate. Like there's some system work differently than maybe you're used to in the past and your old houses or whatever. So sometimes understanding how a system works might make your life better, because you'll be able to understand how it works and then make sure that the system is working like it should. So if you have questions, always call maintenance. Call the front desk. We'll send somebody there. We'll look at it. We'll explain to you how the thermostat works. We make sure that it's set up the correct way. A lot of times it's like, oh, I pressed the wrong thing, and that's why it's been off for the last 2 days. So if you have questions, always call. We'll be able to educate you and explain to you how the system works. And the last thing is a big hot topic. Is the snow removal. In my office, in the last couple days, we've been, I guess we did have a snow event on Tuesday, and I'm pretty sure there will be more coming up. So we have been in touch with the snow removal company, Bates. We have shared the concerns in the past that too much salt, or people, or the drivers with the big equipment, big plows, maybe going over the grass too much, or the flower beds, or many different things. So they are aware of it. We are in constant communication with them, making sure that when the snow happens and they come here, that the drivers that come in know that we like things done a certain way, because we like to keep our property pretty and taken care of. So they are working with us, but if for the first snow event, if you see anything, you have to let us know right away so we could talk to them and try to fix it before it happens again. Weather forecasting is a hard thing to do, and so we are always, I consider myself like an expert, because sometimes I'm like 1% better forecaster than the news people. So I do look at the weather a lot, because in the summer, I know some of you know that I run a cycling program for kids. So I had to make decisions twice a week on when to cancel the rides. So I have looked at weather for many years now. And even when I was teaching, I used to help out with the superintendent making decision on when to close the school or not. So lately, Mike and I and our team have been looking at the weather more carefully and deciding how much salt, when to put the salt down, when to call for service, and all that stuff. So we might miss it some days, but we're hoping that everyone stays safe. So we will make announcements if when there's a snowstorm, just make sure that everyone is safe. That's what I have to say about that one. The last thing I wanted to mention is we have a new maintenance supervisor. His name is Jeff. So it's easy to remember. Jeff comes to us with many years of experience on our type of setting. He worked at Park House. Yes, he worked 30 years there. So many different positions, facility services related. So he has experience in grounds, experience in maintenance, experience in security, experience in life safety stuff. So he's been such a big help lately because we just had a life safety inspection and he has helped us put this stuff together more so it's easier for us to find. He knew what they were looking for. He prepared the book for us. He lined it up. So we are in a better place than we were about a month ago before he got here. So we are very thankful already that with the work that he has done. And yeah. And don't be afraid of, talking to him in the hallways, asking him questions, and he is here to help. The team already is really fond of him. They like him already, so they've been working. He's a very nice person to get along with, I would just say. So the guys are really enjoying that part. That he's easy to talk to, and he's a problem solver too. So he helps a lot in our type of setting when we have so many things happening at the same time. Sometimes we need somebody level-headed where can handle the stress. Even though it's not too stressful to work here, I'm not saying that. All right, that's what I have to say. Lou.
Good morning, everyone. Couple of updates. You should have. Oh, sorry. You should have received yesterday in the mailboxes, and they are at the cashier stand. There's cookie order sheets for the holidays. Should have been distributed. If not, let me know. Sorry about that. Okay, so our reusable container program, I'm trying to get that up and running by the end of the month, beginning of January. Just have to figure out a couple of things logistically and see how long it'll take to get the product here for us to go, but I'm shooting for the end of the month, beginning of January for the reusable program. On the 15th, we have a new GM who will be starting. Her name is Christine Prince, so she will be here. And I'll be working with her over the course of a couple of months to get her acclimated with everything here. And I just wanted to review for the 16th, the menu and the flow for the event that we're having. So it'll start in Arches, where we'll have a pasta station in there. Outside where the cash register stand is, between the two columns, there'll be fruit and cheese there and berries. Somebody asked for that, so I added that to the menu. Fireside will have a carved turkey station. Inside this room here, there'll be hot hors d'oeuvres. There'll be sweet and sour meatballs, vegetable egg rolls, pig in the blankets, and then as you go up towards the front in the rotunda, there'll be shrimp and grits or shrimp and short ribs. And at Freddy's, we will have an ice cream station where they'll scoop ice cream, and there'll be different toppings there for you. By the grandfather clock out here, there'll be another cheese display. So we duplicated some of the stations. and through the course of the walking, there'll be different beverage stations along the way for that evening. And the last thing is we're hoping to get at least 2 weeks of new menu cycle out by the end of December, beginning of January. We just have to try to make sure we sync everything up, where we're at now, what week we're in, and make sure that we get the weeks continuous the way they should be. Any questions? Good. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Lou. Just to strengthen the point that Lou was making about the December 16th event. So a couple of reminders. It's from 6 to 8 p.m. It is for residents, and it is for depositors, folks who want to move into our community. There is no charge. We do have dining meal available that night. It's going to be a limited offering up until 5:30. 5:30?
4:30 to 5:30.
4:30 to 5:30. And there is nothing that you have to do other than show up, walk around, grab some food, and enjoy yourself. There is no other agenda for the evening. So it's an easygoing affair. It is really enjoyable, and we hope that it's something that you like to do. Joe.
How will we identify likely prospective residents at that event?
That's a good question. How will we identify the prospective residents at that event? I don't know yet, but that's a good idea. Maybe there's some sort of badge or a thing of the sort that they could wear. I'll talk to Lisa about that. Perhaps Christmas oriented. You never know. Could be like a little candy cane. How about that, Betsy? That was good. That was good. Okay, next on the list is Betsy. Speak of the devil.
Get a beanie with a glowing star.
That'll work. And then they won't want to move in if that's what they have retreat. A couple of announcements, just reminders. If you did pre-order a poinsettia or poinsettias, they will be available this afternoon between 1 and 4 down in the front end. If you go and speak with Lisa Weaver at reception, she'll check you off the list and direct you to where to pick up your poinsettias. And then the second reminder is that on Sunday, the 14th at 3 p.m. in this room, we'll be having our Lights of Remembrance Christmas concert. The Lights of Remembrance, if you recall, is a reimagining of the Grand Illumination. So there will no longer be luminaries placed outside, but we're going to be having 3 Christmas trees. One will be located in Aspen, one down in the Magnolia Rotunda, and one just outside the auditorium here. And those are going to be decorated with little candles on the trees, sort of in the old German Mennonite tradition, and heart ornaments that will be placed on the tree. We've received over 110 candle placements, and then about 90 ornaments that have all been placed in honor or memory of loved ones. So the concert will be 3 p.m. Abigail's Garden is a sister act duet from Mount Joy. They play fiddle and ukulele, and then the other woman wears her cello. She sometimes sits, but she stands to wear her cello and play, and they sing. It's Irish Celtic music, and they'll have Christmas tunes as well. So I think it'll be a real nice program. Next, I want to introduce to you the newest member of the Trellis Works team. You're familiar with the Trellis Works Foundation. So Ann Shannon is the newest member of that team from Garden Spot Communities, and she'll introduce herself a little more and give some more details on Trellis Works. And she's going to be you'll see her hopefully on campus a lot more. She'll be sort of the official liaison between our two communities for Trellis Works.
Thanks very much. It is nice because there are some familiar faces, some people I've already met here. Again, my name is Ann Shannon, and I am the newest member of the Trellis Works team, which is the charitable foundation. I'm excited. The foundation was just established in July, and we're beginning to find new and exciting ways to walk out the mission of Garden Spot Communities, Frederick Living, Maple Farms, Garden Spot Communities. So if you want to check out more about Trellis Works, we have a webpage that you can read about, and there's a video there Many of you know Wendy Nagel, who is the head of the foundation, and she explains a little bit more about Trellis Works on the video as well. So you can take a moment to look at that if you want. So I am part of a team, and many of these faces may be familiar to you. So Wendy is in the back with the sunglasses. Anna Fortuna is our processing person. So she does all of the computer work, and she tries to keep everything straight as to where the donations are coming in and where they're going. And so she has a very important job. Barb Martin, the redhead, she is our creative person. And so she does a lot of the graphic design. And right now she is working really hard on Village Christmas Market, which is our twin to what you have tomorrow here at Frederick Living. And Gloria Mast is our research sociologist. And so she is always looking at ways that we can walk out the mission of our communities and better serve the individuals that live here. So it's a great team. I'm happy to be part of it. Whoops, I just messed something up. So this is who I was. Just a little fun fact about me. For my entire career, I was a news reporter and anchor at a television station that served central Pennsylvania. So the Harrisburg area, Lancaster, York, Lebanon, Chambersburg, Schuylkill County, we did not reach your area. So it's kind of like if you guys are action news watchers, Channel 6, Channel 10, I worked for the NBC affiliate in that area. So I was there for a really long time. You can see I changed just a little bit. I'm also the mom of 4 boys. Yeah, I'm guaranteed a special place in heaven, which I plan on taking. But my boys are awesome. My oldest is 21. My youngest is 16. They all are athletes, 2 in college now. One's at Cairn University, one's at Del Val University. My Del Val son is actually interning with the Philadelphia Eagles right now. Do we have any Eagles fans? So every week, I was telling Joanna, every week when he goes, they give him more merchandise. So on Black Friday, when they wore all black, he came home with a black beanie and a black jacket and black pants and all Eagles. He's a Cowboys fan. Don't tell anybody. But I watch the Eagles now because I can see him on the field. He's usually on the field. He's one of the guys that during the game, they put the net up behind the goalpost so the ball doesn't go into the crowd. So that's what I look for, field goals and points after, because I get to see my kid, which is kind of exciting, right? Yeah. So it's really fun. Then I have 2 high school sons. One's a high school quarterback. They just finished their season undefeated, and now he's getting recruited by colleges, which is fun and scary all at the same time. But anyway, enough about me. I love the campaign that you were all involved in, starting in July. Every gift tells a story of care. The goal was to raise $100,000 for the Frederick Living Benevolent Fund. And I just want to say thank you, because I know that so many of you have participated. We had some very generous individuals who offered a match, which is incredible, and every donation makes a difference. I just checked before I came up, and we're at $96,000. So we're so close to the goal. You have till the end of the year, and every donation makes a difference, and it stays right here to support your friends and neighbors who are in need of benevolent care, which I think is just incredible. My mom lives at Meadowview at Garden Spot, and that is the memory care at Garden Spot. And my sisters and I can't speak highly enough of the care that my mom receives, but we also know how important it is to be good stewards of her funds, and we know that Garden Spot takes that very seriously, and Trellis Works takes it very seriously as we look at ways to continue to support all of the wonderful things that are happening in our communities. So as was said, I will be kind of your go-to person. Now, the whole team is available, but if you have any questions or if there's something that concerns you, please reach out to me. I have business cards with me. I'm on the directory as well, but feel free. I will try to be here. We're hoping about once a week, maybe once every other week, if you have questions or if there's an idea that you think we should be doing that we're not doing. Let me know and we can see what we can do. But I'm excited to be part of this team. I love wearing a badge that says inspired by the life of Jesus. Because in the media, we don't do that very often. So I'm really excited to be someplace where we together know that we can make a positive difference. So thanks very much. Any questions? Sorry, I know I talk fast. It's the news. You know, you have to fit a lot of information in a short amount of time when you're on the news. But thank you so much.
All right, 2 announcements from myself. So really excited about tomorrow. Is anyone else pretty excited about tomorrow? Christmas Village? Yeah. I want to, just a reminder tonight, is the resident preview night from 6:30 to 7. So resident vendors will have their items on display. You can get a preview. You can purchase early. It's an exciting time. 6:30 to 7:30. What did I say, 6:30 to 7? 6:30 to 7:30. That's why I have Duana back there. She's keeping me right in line. I'm seeing some good baked goods showing up. Keep an eye on people today, especially myself. So just want to thank everyone. We had incredible team that worked on this and so many volunteers that volunteered in so many ways and are volunteering tomorrow. We are grateful for each of you. It's going to be a fun day. So 10 to 2 tomorrow. Come to the Christmas Village and we'll see you there. So we're super excited about that. Secondly, and more, I would say sad news, but also exciting for Kathy Kuhar. She will be leaving us December 31st. She's our Life Enrichment Manager for a new position, and we're excited for the opportunity she has. So just a heads up on 2 things. 1, we have begun active recruitment for a new Life Enrichment Manager. I'm working closely with HR and the recruitment team on that. So hopefully have some interviews in the upcoming weeks for that position. Secondly, there will be an opportunity to thank Kathy for her many years of service here. December 30th is the date we're going to do that at 2 p.m. I will be putting more information out, but her last day is December 31st, New Year's Eve. So December 30th, 2 o'clock, more information to come on a farewell and thank you to her.
Thank you, Emily. Thank you, everyone. One other item that I would like to share, it's not too specific, but it is a mini update related to our PT/OT Body Shop new space back where CK1 and the old physical therapy space were. You should expect to see early-ish in 2026 actual work being done in that space. Actual contractors doing actual work. I can't tell you it will be January or February, but I would expect somewhere in that time frame we will get work started. Our hope is that sometime in the summer, that space would be functional for everyone on campus. That is not a promise. I am not telling you that that is the exact date that things will get started, but our hope is that that will be available during that time. So that was the one update that I wanted to provide as well. Now I'm going to officially move the podium away and open the floor up to questions for myself or anyone here. Ooh, Emily has the other microphone. Thank you.
I just wanted to thank all the members of the staff here who have worked so hard for this Christmas Village. I'm not sure anyone realizes how much time they have put into it, and we really need to appreciate that for all of that they do for us. Secondly, I think we've all noticed the changes to our dining in the last couple weeks. We have been heard, and I think now it's our time to do our part in hitting those kiosks and saying thank you, or just saying it was good, or, I mean, we tend to use those only when we have complaints. But I think we really, it's our job now, it's all on us to take a moment to walk over to that kiosk and just hit a smiley face as you're walking by, or else put in a comment if you want, but it's not that hard to do, and it's our responsibility to do it.
Thank you. First, for the Christmas Village, when do those meetings begin? February?
February, I think.
Yes. So that is almost an all year round process. So that is very true. There are a lot of individuals that put a lot of good work into that, and we're looking forward to showing that off tomorrow. To your point related to dining, that is something that our hope is that you, as residents, do feel heard, and you feel that we are aiming to take steps in the right direction. We do believe that with Tom, with Lou, with the new leadership team that we are developing and the new staff that we are developing, that we are taking steps in the right direction. And that is our challenge and our goal every day, to continue in that direction. So thank you for noting that.
Will you explain the reusable utensils or dishes? I did not hear that before.
Yes. Lou, you're going to explain this better than me.
So the way the program will work, so you don't have to bring your own containers here anymore if you want to get something to go. We will have reusable containers. So you'll get your food in the container. It's a green container. You'll bring it to your home, your house, your apartment. You can take the food out of it and reheat it on a plate. Just rinse it out, and there'll be, I haven't figured out where it'll be, but there'll be an area where you'll drop the container off, and then we will wash and sanitize it so we can put it back into circulation. Okay? And I held the microphone to my mouth. And by the way, the Happy or Nots, thank you for that. It's the first thing I check every morning, so they're all positive, so thank you for that. Makes driving easier.
Lou's also a New York Giants fan, so he could get all of the positive reviews that he possibly could.
Okay, I didn't think I was going to be the one to have to bring this up, but we've talked about it before. The Christmas trees. Can you explain why somebody else is decorating our trees?
So this is the second year that we've done that. We have significant amount of Christmas decorations as a whole on campus. In that, many individuals, many hands make light work as far as that is concerned. We do have many volunteers, team members that help beautify this campus for the holidays. As far as having an individual or two individuals responsible for this tree, the tree out in the lobby, and then the one down here. That is an organizational decision that we want to make sure that we have consistency and that we have a certain look and a certain feel to how things are decorated on campus. That is our goal, and we can certainly take any sort of suggestions or criticism or ideas with us as we continue down that path. That is the logic and the thinking behind it, and something that we are open to discussing next year and years in the future. Murmur, 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 murmur. We're finished. That's it.
I promise. promised I wasn't going to say anything, but I always end up doing that. And when we're talking about the Christmas tree in the auditorium, we also use this as church. So it is a little gaudy. Is there any way that you could take some of the balls off and get rid of the red in it, so you can at least see some of the tree? Because it's pretty overbearing when you have a cross and it has a blue, veil on the side. That's my personal opinion.
You're right, Sandy. I don't know what to say. Could we? Sure. It's not difficult or challenging to remove certain decorations. To answer your question directly, is that something that we can do? Yes. Is that something that we should do? I think that's open to some different interpretation. It's something that we have agreed to do and planned to do and did this year. But like I said, moving forward, that is something that we can certainly take into consideration as we plan those things for next year and the year after. For this year, though, as far as decorations are concerned on campus, I think it's better to leave as is for the time being.
Just a comment. I think some of the people are wondering that we are paying for these 3 trees to be done, where to keep just traditional trees that the residents can decorate, maybe one with candy canes, one with toys, and have maintenance get on the ladder to help out with the top. I think that's what some of the feeling is among some of the residents. Why do we have to have a company come down here and pay to do these 3 trees when we can be just more plain vanilla, plain simple, just normal Christmas trees with a theme to it? Thank you.
Like I said, that is noted and appreciated. I don't think it's something that we can directly address this year, but it's something that we can definitely take into account moving forward. And as I hope that we convey with most things, with as many things as possible, it doesn't fall on deaf ears. If it's something that community-wise, that is a significant push and concern we can address and we can certainly listen to. Sometimes things are individually addressed. That may not be the case here.
I find that when we have choirs here, and we have had several, they are crowded by the tree. Years before, we've had the tree on the side. That's my comment. I don't know what you can do about it.
Yes, the comment was related to the location of the tree. Okay, location of Christmas trees.
When we came here, the most beautiful tree we had on campus was right out here. It was about 15 feet high. It was a combination of someone that we paid, but other people helped finish it. And I think I found in one of the totes when we were putting up trees, a whole tote full of beautiful ornaments that used to be on that tree. I'm old-fashioned. A Christmas tree to me was, you see the tree, you see ornaments on it. They usually were ornaments of different colored balls and other things that you add to the tree. That's what my team did. We had them on the sides, 2 of them 3 years. Thanks to Emily, she bought all the stuff new, okay? And then other team members with us, we do stuff in Magnolia, okay? So I think one of the issues we have, we're all getting older. I don't know how much longer Joanne and I will be able to do it, or the people that are helping me do it, okay? So that means younger people would have to step forward to do that, so the people in Magnolia have Christmas trees and decorations in the different living rooms that they have, okay? Also, what Morgan said, Mr. Morgan said, Frank said about the tree. My opinion is they're gaudy, okay? That's just the way I feel. I think the area we're in isn't the same area the garden spot's in. Okay? So that's just something to consider.
Lou, I designed those myself. How dare you call it gaudy? Absolutely noted. All of these comments are not falling on deaf ears. Again, unfortunately, exactly. This year that might be a challenge, so even though it's not falling on deaf ears, you may not see any results for 11 months. Do we have anything else we'd like to talk about? Closer?
Do we own the decorations then?
We do, yes. Perhaps next year they could go on your tree. Giant Christmas balls on your tree. So you get one. So you get one giant ball.
Are those balls breakable?
They sure feel it.
I'm gonna put the tree in a cage. We can't have anything broken before the Christmas Village.
No, I was thinking they'd look great outside in the trees outside.
Gotcha. All right, now I hear you. I thought there was gonna be some kind of event I didn't want to see.
Look, I have a comment.
Self-muting here.
I think if we're going to be traditional, we should have a train around the tree.
All right, you got me. I've lost this round.
I was just wondering that after the Christmas Village, is it possible to get maintenance to move it at least down in the corner?
I can't see why we couldn't.
Michael, you're not supposed to make decisions on your own about where the
That's
tree
true.
goes.
That's true. That's true.
You know what? You know what the rules were this year. He was not to touch any Christmas decorations because he got in trouble with me last year. So we like each other.
Would anyone like to talk about dining or geothermal or anything like that?
Christmas is a season where most everything is red. We don't have anything red here at all. What happened to all the red balls? Santa Claus.
I knew it was coming.
I was wondering, is the manger scene going to be put out this year? Oh, it is out.
The question was the manger scene going to be put out? And the manger scene was put out front this week.
If we don't have any other topics to discuss, I'm happy to end the meeting a little early. We're going to do the coffee and conversations in 2 weeks, but for those of you who don't make it, I hope you have an enjoyable Christmas season. Have a good afternoon, everyone.